Goodreads 100 books you should read in a lifetime. 1. To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee. 2. Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. 3. Anne Frank, The Diary of a Young Girl by Anne Frank. 4. 1984 by George Orwell. 5. Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone by J.K. Rowling. 6. The Lord of the Rings by J.R.R. Tolkien. 7. The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald. 8. Charlotte's Web by E.B. White. 9. Little Women by Louisa May Alcott. 10. The Hobbit by J.R.R. Tolkien. 11. Fahrenheit 451, a novel by Ray Bradbury. 12. Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte. 13. Gone with the Wind by Margaret Mitchell. 14. Animal Farm by George Orwell. 15. The Catcher in the Rye by J.D. Salinger. 16. The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn by Mark Twain. 17. The Help by Catherine Stockett. 18. The Grapes of Wrath by John Steinbeck. 19. The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe by C.S. Lewis. 20. The Hunger Games by Susan Collins. 21. The Book Thief by Marcus Zusak. 22. Lord of the Flies by William Golding. 23. The Kite Runner by Khaled Hosseini. 24. Night by Elie Wiesel. 25. Hamlet by William Shakespeare. 26. A Tale of Two Cities by Charles Dickens. 27. A Wrinkle in Time by Madeleine L'Engle. 28. The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy by Douglas Adams. 29. A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. 30. Of Mice and Men by John Steinbeck. 31. The Secret Garden by Frances Hodgson Burnett. 32. Romeo and Juliet by William Shakespeare. 33. The Handmaid's Tale by Margaret Atwood. 34. Brave New World by Aldous Huxley. 35. The Little Prince by Antoine Saint-Exupéry. 36. Where the Sidewalk Ends by Shel Silverstein. 37. Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte. 38. The Giver by Lewis Lowry. 39. Anne of Green Gables by L. M. Montgomery. 40. Macbeth by William Shakespeare. 41. The Adventures of Tom Sawyer by Mark Twain. 42. Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows by J.K. Rowling. 43. Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. 44. The Holy Bible, New King James Version by Thomas Nelson. 45. The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo by Stieg Larsson. 46. The Count of Monte Cristo by Alexandre Dumas Pere. 47. The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. 48. The Color Purple by Alice Walker. 49. East of Eden by John Steinbeck. 50. A Tree Grows in Brooklyn by Betty Smith. 51. Catch-22 by Joseph Heller. 52. In Cold Blood by Truman Capote. 53. The Stand by Stephen King. 54. Alice's Adventures in Wonderland Through the Looking Glass by Lewis Carroll. 55. Watership Down by Richard Adams. 56. Anna Karenina by Leo Tolstoy. 57. Ender's Game by Orson Scott Card. 58. Great Expectations by Charles Dickens. 59. Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier. 60. Memoirs of a Geisha, a novel by Arthur Golden. 61. The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes by Arthur Conan Doyle. 62. Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban by J.K. Rowling. 63. The Old Man and the Sea by Ernest Hemingway. 64. Game of Thrones, A Song of Ice and Fire Book 1, by George R.R. Martin. 65. The Princess Bride, S. Morgenstern's classic tale of true love and high adventure by William Goldman. 66. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory by Roald Dahl. 67. Life of Pi by Young Martel. 68. The Pillars of the Earth by Ken Follett. 69. Les Miserables by Victor Hugo. 70. The Scarlet Letter by Nathaniel Hawthorne. 71. Dracula by Bram Stoker. 72. Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince by J.K. Rowling. 73. Catching Fire, The Hunger Games Book 2, by Susan Collins. 74. Water for Elephants, a novel by Cyril Gruen. 75. The Raven by Edgar Allan Poe. 76. The Secret Life of Bees by Sue Monk Kidd. 77. Outlander by Diana Gabaldon. 78. 100 Years of Solitude by Gabriel Garcia Marquez. 79. The Poison Wood Bible, a novel by Barbara Kingsley. 80. The Good Earth by Pearl S. Buck. 81. The Time Traveler's Wife by Audrey Niffenegger. 82. The Odyssey by Homer. 83. Celebrating Silence, excerpts from 5 Years of Weekly Knowledge 1995 to 2000 by Sri Sri Ravi Shankar. 84. A Prayer for Owen Meany by John Irving. 85. And Then There Were None by Agatha Christie. 86. The Immortal Life of Henrietta Lacks by Rebecca Skloot. 87. The Thornbirds by Colleen McCulloch. 88. The Glass Castle, a memoir by Jeanette Walls. 89. Mockingjay, The Final Book of the Hunger Games, by Susan Collins. 90. The Things They Carried by Tim O'Brien. 91. The Road by Cormac McCarthy. 92. Cutting for Stone by Abraham Verghese. 93. The Brothers Karamazov by Fyodor Dostoevsky. 94. Siddharth by Hermann Hesse. 95. Beloved by Toni Morrison. 96. Helen Keller, The Story of My Life by Helen Keller. 97. The Phantom Tollbooth by Norton Juster. 98. From the Mixed Up Files of Mrs. Basil E. Frankweiler by E. L. Konigsberg. 99. Gone Girl by Gillian Flynn. 100. Crime and Punishment by Fyodor Dostoevsky.
Thank you for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe the channel.